Building discipline is about building a life that feels authentic to you, a life that allows you to be and feel like the person that you admire the most. It is the ultimate form of self-care. It is not about punishing yourself or forcing yourself to do hard things every single day. It's about caring for your body, mind, and soul. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to build more discipline in your everyday life. These are things that resonate with me and that get me through it, and I hope it resonates with you too. As I always say in these videos, take what you love, leave what you don't, and let's get into it. Discomfort is a lesson, and failure is what leads you to the top. Oftentimes, we are so afraid of taking the first steps in our journey because we're afraid of making mistakes and we're afraid of failure. But you have to realize that those mistakes, that failure is a stepping stone to leading you to the most successful version of yourself. It is a step in your journey, and it is so important because when you make mistakes, you are aware of what can go wrong. And most importantly, when things do go wrong, you learn how to pivot. And learning how to pivot is going to help you push past barriers in your journey whenever these barriers arise, because they do and they will often, okay? So do not be afraid of being out of control. Do not be afraid of being a little bit uncomfortable in this journey, because it is what leads to true growth. There's so many things in my life there's so many times in this journey where I've doubted myself and I've doubted my ability to stay on track and to pivot. Had I not just let myself fail multiple times, I would not be where I am right now. I've allowed myself to fail. I've allowed myself to be uncomfortable, and I've allowed myself to pivot every single time that happens. And I'm stronger for it. I'm more successful because of it, and I am more confident because of it. Sit in the discomfort. Sit in the feelings of not being in control when they come, and pivot from there. It is what's going to lead you to the top in this journey. Nutrition is the gateway to success. And I think it's important to realize that proper nutrition does not just give you a hot body. It supports your brain function. It gives you more energy, so you are less likely to procrastinate on the things that you need to get done. And most importantly, it leads to a healthier and a hotter body. But before you can have proper nutrition, it's important to educate yourself on what your body needs, because a lot of us are not really educated on why our bodies need certain things and why our bodies react to certain things in the way it does. And there's so much information online. It can honestly be overwhelming at times, but on my channel, I really do like to, or I try to break down nutrition in a way that is easy to understand. I have a video that I did a few months ago that's all about gut health, because I took so much time to learn about my gut, why it reacts to certain foods in the way it does. And when I did this, guys, my gut, my stomach, my digestive health in its entirety has never been the same. It has never thrived more. And the reason why I'm here right now is because I took the time to learn about it. Educating yourself is so important. Taking the time to learn about your body. One of the best ways to educate yourself on nutrition and what your body needs is by seeking professional help from a registered dietitian. Now, I've recently been meeting with a registered dietitian weekly, and it has honestly changed my perspective. It's changed my life, because I am not only being held accountable, but I'm getting supported on my journey. And I've been meeting with a dietitian through Nourish. If you've never heard of Nourish before, it's an amazing platform that gets you connected with a registered dietitian while being covered through your insurance. It is so quick to sign up. It takes about 5 minutes to sign up and book your appointment. Now, when I did this, it was so quick. I was able to have my first appointment within 24 hours. My dietitian is amazing. She not only supports me on this journey, but during our first few appointments, she literally just listened to me. I could tell that she was trying to learn about my history. She's trying to learn about my relationship with food, my triggers, things that I would never even think to tell someone on this journey. Their dietitians don't just throw a generic guide at you, a generic meal plan at you. They are here to learn about you, your habits, your lifestyle, and they're here to support you on this journey. Your dietitian is going to help you learn how to grocery shop, meal prep, and choose better options to support you on this journey. And one thing I love about Nourish is that 94% of patients will pay $0 out of pocket, which I was one of them. I did not have to pay for any of my appointments out of pocket because Nourish actually accepts hundreds of insurance plans. And the best part about this is that these are all telehealth appointments. So you can access your dietitian from anywhere. You can have your appointments on the go wherever is most convenient for you. If you'd like to try Nourish, click the link in my description box to book your first appointment. You won't regret it. And thank you, Nourish, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Set yourself up for success by supporting the person you want to become now, by supporting future you. You might have all of these goals. You want to work out more consistently. You want to keep your house tidy. You want to eat healthier. However, you have to support those habits now before they actually happen. You have to support future you so you can actually execute these habits and be successful within these goals. Now, for me, I am wanting to consistently work out. I'm wanting to consistently eat healthy. I'm wanting to consistently keep my house in check. But the only way I'm able to do this successfully is by planting the seeds before these habits even happen. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tricks on how to do this. But before we jump into that, you need to understand the habit loop. The habit loop explains how habits are formed and maintained. It's a way of modifying your already existing habits so you are more consistent with them. The habit loop consists of 4 events: cue, craving, response, and reward. And this is just how your brain processes these things. We're starting off with the cue, which we talk about this all the time on my channel. A cue is an event that triggers a habit. It serves as a signal to begin. So when you set little cues in your life, your brain is going to automatically want to jump into that habit full force. A cue can be setting out your workout clothes the night before. So when you wake up in the morning, you're visualizing your clothing, you want to put it on, and you're wanting to actually execute the habit, which is working out. Or cleaning up your space the night before. So when you wake up, you automatically want to be productive, whether that's study, whether that's go to the gym. Whenever you wake up in the morning and your home is clean, it gives you a lot more mental clarity to be more productive throughout the day. The cue is the most important thing because it's what triggers the habit. It is what triggers in your mind that you can now go into this habit. This is what you want. This is what you need. Let's do it. After you either visualize the cue or you execute the cue, your brain goes into craving. You are craving the habit. At this point, you are wanting to work out. You are wanting to eat healthy. You are craving these things. And it's so important for you to have strong positive cues so you can have strong cravings for these things. Now, once you move out of the craving stage, you move into the response, which is the actual habit, which is working out, which is eating a healthy meal. These are all responses. These are all habits. But the reason you made it here is because you had a positive cue set up in the first place. You're trying to eat more fruits and vegetables, and you find that when you buy your fruits, you're not getting to them. So a cue can be you cutting up your fruit, putting it in a nice glass jar, getting it prepped. So when you actually see it nice, prepped, and pretty, you're going to crave it, and you're going to then eat more fruits, and you're going to then eat more healthy food and nourish your body. And then at the end of this whole cycle, you have your reward. Your reward is how your body feels afterwards. Your reward can be a nice sweet treat at the end of the night. Your reward can be the success, the feeling of success. And you will realize that in life, you're going to go through the habit loop multiple times a day, multiple times a week, and it is what helps you maintain these habits, and it's what helps you be more successful. So create more positive cues in your life. I'm going to be telling you guys a few of my positive cues. So number 1 is ingredient prep. I love to prep ground beef, chicken, fruits, vegetables. I like them to be prepped and in my fridge, already cooked and ready to go, because that helps me crave a healthy meal when the hard part is already done. All I have to do is maybe cut up a few veggies, maybe cut up a few tomatoes, but I can just throw together a salad, throw together a Nourish bowl, warm it up, and bada boom, bada bang, I have a healthy meal. Another thing that helped me when I worked in office was packing my gym bag before I went to bed or before going into work and putting it in my car. So when I got off of work and I visualized my gym bag, it made me want to go work out because everything was already there, everything was already prepped, and now I just need to get myself to the gym. But the cue was me packing that gym bag, and when I get into my car and I look at it, I just instantly start craving the gym. I instantly start craving a workout. Set yourself up for success by supporting your future self today. It is what's going to help you be more consistent, and it's going to help you be more confident. In order to build a consistent gym routine, you need to follow a program. This is the best way for you to be consistent. This is the best way for you to show up and actually want to work out. And this is the best way for you to actually see progress, is by following a program. So many of us get to the gym and we get overwhelmed, we're overstimulated, everybody is everywhere, and we don't even know where to start. And most importantly, you showed up unprepared and unorganized. You need to make sure that you are following some type of program so you are setting yourself up for success when working out. There are several resources online for you, several resources. Here on my channel, I do week of workouts. I've shared a few week of workouts, and I'm hoping one day to do a guide for you guys, but I will create a playlist for you guys to access my week of workouts. I love and always recommend Carolyn Gervin workouts. She has month-long programs. She has even longer programs for you to follow. And one thing I love about her programs is she specifically focuses in on progressive overload. So you are going to see results with her programs. I used to do them years ago, and I still turn to those workouts when I don't really know what I want to do. Like I said before, you're going to see the best result when you are following a program, because you're already taking away a lot of that mental energy with having to come up with the workout, put it together. I know that you are capable of doing that, but why not leave it to the professionals, especially when there's so many free resources out there. Find a program that you actually enjoy, maybe by an influencer that you look up to, or an app that sounds appealing to you. There's so many apps you can use. I know if you're trying to get into running, you can do the Nike Run Club app. You can also do Couch to 5K. One of you actually recommended that when I was training for my 10K. There's just so many other resources. I've tried the Alive app by Whitney Simmons. I've tried Mad Fit's app. Grow with Joe has an app. There are just so many resources out there, and you're doing yourself a disservice by not just accessing something like this when it comes to working out, because it's there for you. It's easy to access, and you are actually going to see progress from there. If you're not a personal trainer, don't do it yourself. I know we all like to do things ourselves, but this is one thing I think you should leave to the professionals. I used to go to the gym and I would be so flustered. I'd be looking on my phone, searching Instagram, all that good stuff to try to find a workout. Stop doing that. Don't do that. When you step into the gym, I need you to lock in. When you step into the gym, I need you to come in with focus, ready to get your workout in. We're in and out. We have no resistance. We have no fatigue because we are organized and we are ready to get the job done. Whenever you prepare in this way, whenever you find a program that sounds exciting for you and you get it set up on your phone, so when you go into the gym, you have something to follow, you are more likely to do that again and again and again and build consistent habits, and then build muscle and confidence from there. And it's amazing. Now, if you don't love the gym, like I said, there's running apps if you're trying to get into running. There's Pilates programs that you can purchase, mat Pilates programs that you can do from the comfort of your own home. I know everybody loves Move with Nicole. She's an amazing Pilates instructor here on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure she has programs that you can follow, or just Pilates workouts that you can follow. The Better Me app is amazing. I've been trialing that this past week and I've been loving it so far. I'm going to link that one down below. I'm just going to try to leave as many resources down below. If you're someone who doesn't like going to the gym or doesn't want to do mat Pilates on their own, I highly recommend trying a fitness studio, a group fitness studio, because group fitness studios are really accessible for everybody, and you are able to just show up to your workout and the workout is there for you and your instructor has made it and it's easy. However, with all of these options, you need to make sure that you are challenging yourself. You want to make sure that you're lifting weights that aren't too easy, that aren't too hard, because you want to avoid injury, but that are challenging for you. This is the only way you're actually going to notice and see progress. So make sure you're lifting heavier. And when you're going to group fitness classes, I will say this, group fitness instructors are not here to pick weights for you. Sometimes you'll have a great instructor that will be like, hey girl, I see you over there lifting a little too light. You're stronger than that. Let's go ahead and pick up some heavier dumbbells or pick up heavier weight. And I've had this happen to me before, but they don't do that for everybody. They only do that when they kind of feel comfortable with you and they've seen you in their classes multiple times. And honestly, it's not their responsibility. So you need to make sure that you are focusing in on progressive overload, because that's the only way you're going to see results. Challenge yourself, because no one's going to do it for you. And lastly, learn to trust the process. When you go into this journey, the process honestly never ends. The journey never ends. But when you put your trust in it, you are less likely to fall off and you are more likely to be successful. You are not going to know what's coming at you with every obstacle that's thrown, but you are more than capable of being successful, pivoting, throwing things at the wall, hoping things stick, and moving from there. You are more than capable for success. So learn to trust in yourself, learn to trust in your abilities, because let me tell you, you have been here before. There has been several times in your life where you have been thrown obstacles and you have been tested and you've had to overcome whatever test was thrown your way. And it doesn't even have to pertain to health and fitness for it to correlate to your abilities to be successful and to get over hard times. You've done hard things multiple times in your life. I need you to look back on all the times that you have faced adversity. I need you to look at the lessons that you learned during those moments of adversity. I need you to take those lessons and apply it over here through whatever journey that you are going on today. Just know that you are more than capable of success. And I am here rooting for you on this journey. It is never going to be easy. It is always going to be sticky and muddy. And there's going to be times where you're able to lift your head up and take a deep breath and take it all in and just be like, wow, I've come so far. I'm so proud of where I'm going. And I know I have so much more left to go, but I've already accomplished so much thus far. And I know I'm capable of accomplishing more and getting to that ideal version of myself. And once you get to the ideal version of yourself, just know that it never ends. You'll always be on some type of journey of being the best version of yourself, whether that's for you, whether that's for your future self, your future children, or your current children right now. You're always going to be on some type of journey. But as you succeed in all of these journeys, you are going to feel more confident and you are going to see more success. And that's all I want for you. And I hope this video helps you realize that as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. I had so much fun coming up with this, and I love being here for you on this journey. It's honestly been amazing to go on my own self-development journey with you guys. If you've been following me for the longest time, then you know I've failed. I've had moments where I wasn't super proud of the outcome, but I've always pushed through and I've continued to show up for myself. And I hope this channel is a testimony that if I can do it, you can do it too. With that being said, let me know if this video resonated with you down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye.